Good afternoon, everybody. It's the afternoon here. It's Monday afternoon in Okinawa, Japan. I am on one of probably my favorite secret beaches, and I've got good news and bad news depending on where you are right now. Super Typhoon Maria has actually increased to Cat 5 overnight. However, when I just checked recently, not more than an hour ago, and right now it's the afternoon on Monday here in Okinawa, Japan, it's back to a Cat 4. Currently, and I'll show you on the map, it's moving south of Okinawa, Japan, south of Naha, which is the southernmost tip of the island. We thought it was going to careen across Naha. That's not the case. It's moving further south right now. So we're only going to get sustained winds of about anywhere from 40 to 50 miles an hour, with gusts up to 75 miles an hour, because we're still going to be in the upper right quadrant of the storm. That's good news. That's good news for me. That's good news for everybody here, the military personnel and the locals here in Okinawa, because we are a small island. Bad news is for Taipei, for Taiwan, for mainland China. It looks like you guys are going to feel the brunt of Super Typhoon Maria. We are in TCCOR 3 right now, so we can expect sustained winds of anywhere from 40 to 50 miles an hour, with gusting from about maybe 60 to 75 miles an hour. And that right now is still up in the air because the storm has been moving south and north at variable clips. However, it has been getting stronger. A lot of people have been asking me how the locals are dealing with it here in Okinawa, Japan, and I gotta tell you, there were a couple of festivals. As you saw in my previous video, there was a Dragon Boat Festival, there was a music festival on base. You really have to strain your eyes to see the locals here and the people that live here actually preparing for the storm, but they are in subtle ways. It's not a mad rush like in Florida where I lived. When they say there's a hurricane coming, everybody rushes and buys eggs, bread, and cheese. But I have seen the locals, as I'll show you here. You can see that they took down the awning from one of the cell phone towers that they're working on, and that's because the last one blew off during Praparoon. They were not prepared for that. They are prepared this time. They're not taking anything lightly because, like I said, if this storm moves 50, 60 miles to the north, it's a whole different story for Okinawa. Currently, that's not the course that it's going to take, but we'll see. Time will tell. Right now, it says that it's going to be, you know, 40 to 50 mile an hour sustained winds and a lot of rain, obviously a lot of rain, and we'll talk about that in a second. It's never too early or too bad to start preparing. So what I did is, as you can see here, I did sandbags all around my glass doors because during the last major typhoon last year, we had a lot of water coming in through the glass doors. We're pretty high up, so what we get really is wind blasted and rain blasted at us at a higher level. So we're not so much worried about flooding because we're so high up. We're actually more worried about water permeating, getting into the apartment. Okay, so let's talk about rain. As I mentioned earlier, the rain totals are pretty massive. Here in Okinawa, we'll be in the upper right-hand quadrant of the storm, so we will get, as I said, those winds, and we're gonna get some rain. Probably about 2 to 3 inches of rain, which is actually very good because the reservoirs here in Okinawa are very low. However, Taiwan, Taipei, you guys could be looking at least a foot of rain, and I'll show you here on the weather model what that looks like. And that's pretty crazy. It's heading your way, and you've got a day and a half to prepare. I would do that right now. As for us here on Okinawa, we're lucky that we didn't get a direct hit because this storm is massive, and I'll give you another look at the satellite picture. Just look how big that storm is. It is picking up speed. As you recall, the last post that I put up, we were looking at a 5 mile an hour storm. Now it's moved up to about 16 miles an hour, so it's picked up speed and intensity. We're supposed to feel the effects of Super Typhoon Maria at about 3 a.m. tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. On the East Coast, that would be about 2 in the afternoon on Monday. That's when we'll start feeling the brunt of the storm here. Stay tuned. I'm gonna try to keep videos coming as the storm impacts and the outer bands impact Okinawa. Thank you again for watching and subscribing to my channel. I love the love that you're giving me on the comments. Keep it up. It's very important that we all stay prepared, and it's very important that we all stay safe during this storm. Again, if you know anybody in the military, active duty, or spouse, give them a hug or a handshake because it ain't easy. And I will see you next video. Stay safe, everyone.